Habits are often the easiest way to go about improving our lifestyle, as they're quick and routine tasks we don't even have to think about. In fact, almost 40% of our daily activities are simply habits. However, if we want to change our habits, we need to first understand them. Habits are learned patterns in both the brain and the body. Bad habits are not a sign of weak willpower or failure. Your brain is simply designed to save energy and reduce stress. When it finds a behavior that helps you cope or feel better, it then remembers it. And with repetition, that behavior then becomes automatic for us. Many habits we call bad actually started as solutions. It reduced stress, brought comfort, or helped you get through something difficult. The problem we have is simply that the brain doesn't automatically update habits. What helped in the past may no longer help now, but the pattern remains. So when we want to change our bad habits, it's more useful for us to compassionately ask, what was this habit helping me with? That awareness around why you're doing something, together with kindness to yourself, is all you need to start. If we want to truly understand our habits, we need to break down how they work in real time. Habits follow a simple pattern, called the habit loop. First, there is a cue, a trigger that tells your brain to start the habit. Then there is a routine, the behavior itself. And finally, the reward, the benefit or feeling you get from doing it. For example, feeling stressed could be a cue that might lead to snacking, the routine, which feels comforting, the reward. Because habits happen automatically, it's hard to stop them by just trying harder. You need to understand the cue and reward to change the routine. The best way to change a habit is to notice the cue, choose a different routine that gives a similar reward and practice the new habit regularly. In the grand scheme of things, we just need to rewire how we go about our daily needs. Paying attention to your psychology is something vital too. Often habits sustain themselves from deep-rooted psychological processes. Smoking and alcohol addiction, for example, often come down to problems in emotional regulation. A difficulty with impulsiveness, combined with an inability to work through emotions vulnerably, results in drowning it out with the distraction of a cigarette or drink. You won't be able to quit until you handle the emotional regulation. Likewise, many habits are sustained simply by beliefs. Small changes, whether optimism, beliefs about your capabilities, or a new identity and values, can make transformation much smoother. People often don't action healthy habits due to how they feel about their susceptibility. Young people, for example, think they won't get seriously ill. What we feed our minds plays a big role. Have a think about what your good and bad habits are. Thinking through all aspects of life, such as diet, sleep, stress, exercise, smoking and drinking, as well as emotional and social factors. Which aspect of your life are you wanting to target? Then when you have an idea, think about making a goal. We must be careful about how we make goals though, and should pay attention to a framework called SMART goals. Try to make your goals specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. For example, a SMART goal might be something like exercising 3 times a week at 7 a.m. for 15 minutes. Often what most drags people through changing their lifestyle is their why. The reason why they want to change, whether for a particular goal or after a health shock, is the strong sense that gets people through. Try to have a think about what the why is specifically for you. It is often more effective if your why is intrinsic to you, something you innerly want, rather than wanting to change for someone else. Any changes to our lifestyle requires grit. Motivation isn't always strong or steady. It can go up and down, and that's normal. Importantly, as habits are automatic, they can be done even without strong motivation. Routine helps keep you moving forward, and the real goal is to build momentum. As life has its stressful moments, momentum is what will last. Sometimes, we will also mess up to the point where we can't keep the habit every day. Just remember that setbacks are normal and happen to everyone. Stress, busy days, or unexpected events can make habits harder to keep. What helps here is flexibility. It'll keep going without giving up, so don't feel disheartened if your goals need altering later. The key to success is often planning. It might be beneficial to think ahead about managing setbacks, thinking about what things are likely to come up and disrupt your plans. Creating a contingency plan for those scenarios has been shown to increase your chances of sticking to new habits. For example, what will you do if a stressful event arises, or if you're lacking the equipment you need? The better the contingency plan, the more chances you'll stick to it. Making your new habits small and manageable can help too. When you're changing your habits, sticking to them in the early stages is vital. Research shows that you must repeat something on average 66 repetitions for it to become a habit, and there are certain things you can do to help with accountability in this stage. The first being sharing your goals with others, like a friend, family member, or a group. Sharing your goals makes you more likely to follow through. The other thing that can help is habit tracking. A habit tracker is a calendar designed for you to record your habit success on a daily basis. You either tick that you've completed it, or cross when you don't. It doesn't matter if you miss a few days, or don't do the habit that day, just stick to recording it. It keeps our mind aware and in focus of our goals. After the video, you'll find a habit tracker sheet that you can download and use. Another thing that can help is rewarding yourself. Rewards can be either positive feelings or benefits you get after doing a habit. They don't have to be big or expensive, as long as they give you that initial boost needed to stick to the habit. Giving yourself something for the small wins helps your brain connect the habit to something good, making you more likely to keep doing it, and making the habit stronger over time. Integrating new habits into your life can be difficult. It is often easier when we build them into our current routines, which we can do in a process called habit stacking. More specifically, habit stacking means doing a new habit right after an existing habit. For example, every time after brushing your teeth, you might do a quick stretch. Your brain is already used to the first habit, so adding a new one is easier, because the new one automatically gets associated with the original.